Hey everybody, welcome to No Idea Automotive. On today's episode, what are we doing, Cody?
Putting this chunk of steel and sex appeal in this hole.
Yes, so the engine for the K1500, the 84 square body, is going in, and it is sprinkling because it is about to rain, and we are getting this engine guided into the engine bay. There's a couple things that Cody did to this engine that we didn't show on camera, which, hey, that would have been boring. But now to the exciting part, and that is putting this in this. So I'm gonna kind of help Cody guide this in here as best I can, and hopefully you enjoy us not messing up at all. There's a big dragonfly over here. It's freaking out. As I was sitting here editing this video, I realized that keeping in the audio of this clip really isn't that informative or interesting at all. It's really us trying to navigate and ensure that this engine is going in correctly, because Cody nor myself have ever put an engine into a vehicle before. This is the first time, and we know that certain things have to line up a certain way, but hopefully we don't totally ruin the engine bay with this large mass hanging from a chain. So Cody's inspecting the motor mounts down here because we did get the engine down in the engine bay. It looks like it's pretty much sitting where it should be, but he's going to get down a little closer to ensure that the holes are lining up, because the only thing that holds this engine into place is two of these bolts right here, which is kind of amazing to me. That engine of this mass is just held on with two bolts like this. Now, how's this gonna work?
Not sure yet. I do not have a transmission jack.
Yeah.
But I also don't like to leave the motor
Hanging on by two bolts.
suspended
Yeah.
like it is.
Yep. Well, I did forget to mention the transmission is going in as well. This is the same transmission we picked up from Virginia on those sketchy back roads. So let's see how this is going to go in there. Yeah, Cody's getting dressed to get under the truck and somehow get this transmission lifted up. This is going to be interesting. He did get it off the cart. And now he's getting dressed for it.
Can't be so heavy. At least I don't think.
Yeah, sure. Do you have any sort of jack? I do, in the trunk of my car.
Oh, really?
I do. It's a small trolley jack. Do you think that would help?
That might.
Well, let me go get it. Finally, something I can be helpful to. I bought a jack and never opened it, and I guess this is the perfect opportunity to use it. There she is. No, I'm weak. I'm weak. We need a knife, a knife, some sort of cutting utensil. Hey, found them. I got the jack out of the box. Hopefully Cody can figure out how to get it maneuvered without a traditional car jack and transmission jack.
Transmission jack would make this a lot easier.
Yeah, just a little bit. And we're starting to lose daylight. So we gotta get going. He's moving it. So you're moving the strap further down?
Yeah, so it'll actually hold up the back of the transfer case Hold up the front. I'm gonna let this motor down as much as I can. Alright, Mr. Transmission. I need to get underneath you somehow.
I feel sort of irresponsible just letting him get underneath this transmission.
I'm gonna put one more rope right here. And nobody thinks I'm about to die.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to think you're gonna die.
If you're doing this at home, do not do it the way I'm doing it. Like, just don't. This is gonna be my safety net.
So, the GoPro died, so wherever it left off, that's where it left off.
That was probably just a bunch of cussing going on.
Yeah, pretty much. He was crushing himself with a transmission. I felt like it was not proper to film. I'd rather kind of make sure that he didn't get crushed completely by it. But the motor and transmission is in. And what I'll do is, once we have some daylight, because we definitely ran out of that, I will give you guys a tour of everything that has been set up with the transmission in there and the engine. And we will look at that tomorrow. Well, for you here in a couple seconds, but for us, it will be tomorrow. All right, so it's a new day. It's the day after we just left off of. But I did want to show everyone what the engine looks like and the transmission in the square body with some relative daylight. And Cody's also been having a bad day.
Yeah.
He's been trying to order parts for this today to add them on, and keep getting the wrong parts. That's unfortunate. He did add the starter, which if you can look and see is down there. Is that all you added? And you connected some stuff with transmission.
Yeah, I got the starter, I torqued all the mounting bolts, I put the torque converter bolts on, I put the torque cover on, I put the crossbars from the actual block to the transmission on. And honestly, I think I hooked up all like the transmission shift linkage and the transfer case shift linkage.
Of course, you saw the GoPro died, so we didn't get to see much, but I did want to go down here and show you that the transmission is under here. Yeah, we did get it under there. There's a torque converter there. This was insane. This is probably one of the most difficult looking things that I've seen happen. Of course, I did not do a lot of heavy lifting. That was all Cody. He literally had this thing. I haven't looked at the GoPro footage yet, so I'm not really sure what was caught. But he had this whole thing laying on his body, which I did not recommend, but you know, I'm not gonna get in the way of whatever he wants to do. And he's now looking like he's gonna hook up a wire.
Oh, I think this goes right here.
As he lays under the truck, that's about all we have for today. Just wanted to kind of show you everything that we got going on here. The engine looks real pretty in the engine bay, and it will just keep getting better. Cody's gonna work on adding some more stuff to it, and then we'll come back and we'll look to see what he has done. Anything you wanna say from down there to the camera, Cody?
Yeah, don't work on old trucks. They're depressing.
All right, some words of wisdom from Cody there today. But until the next one, learn what you don't know. And we have some surprising stuff coming up, don't we, Cody?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So hopefully you stick around. Videos are becoming more frequent. Well, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel to follow our journeys on what we're doing, resurrecting old vehicles and whatnot, hit that subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell so every time we release a video, you are notified. But until the next one, learn what you don't know, be good, and we'll see you next time. What are you doing in there?